We just we're still working on getting our lives together.
It's a
Yeah.
transition. It is a lifestyle transition that we must get our lives back in order like soon, but it takes time.
It does
Takes
take
time.
time. A year in and I'm still adjusting to doing stuff in the morning and not in the evening.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
hello, listeners. At this time,
Hello.
I still have not posted our free Waka review, which is fine. It's coming. I promise it's coming. I just had a big setback with a drinkable yogurt being spilled on my desktop keyboard and my general apprehension of editing on my laptop.
Yeah, yeah. Totally.
Uh,
Um,
yeah. And Stormy's adjusting to not having anything to do.
yeah. It's weird because I'm like, gotta do, gotta work, gotta work, gotta work. So it's like that. It's also like a mental adjustment,
It is.
you know? Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah. It is okay. And you know what? Yeah, Frey Walk is coming soon. Frey Walker was really good. It was really scary, you guys.
It was.
I liked it. I
Yeah.
liked that movie.
And I'm also still a year in adjusting to having a job where I actually have a lot of work to do on a daily basis.
Right. Yeah,
So,
I understand. Absolutely.
you know, you
Oh
know how it
yeah.
goes.
Yes, I
So,
do.
speaking of having a job where you need to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, being the freaking she's not the nanny, she's the governess of Bly Manor.
No, she's not the governess. That's Miss Gross is the
Oh,
governess. She's the au
oh,
pair.
au pair, thank you.
Yeah, au pair.
Thank you. Au pair.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that comes with a lot to do when you have Flora, who's an absolute angel, and Miles, who's a little shit.
Yeah, and it's so funny. In this episode, they're like, well, Miles hasn't done anything like creepy as shit yet. What should we make him do?
Yeah,
And you
yeah, that
know what I mean.
exactly. So episode 4, we finally get the backstory for Dani and who the man with the big glowing eyes is. So we find out that she was in a relationship with this guy named Edmund since they were children, and in adulthood they got engaged. Dani puts up a happy front, but we can tell there's something eating away at her on the inside, especially when Edmund's mom pulls out her wedding dress for Dani to try on. She's trying to be excited, but there's clearly like this anxiety eating away at her on the inside.
Yeah.
And then she has a moment of sexual awakening during her dress fitting, and the seamstress telling her she has nice shoulders.
Yes, of course.
And that seamstress was doing a bit too much with the
Yeah.
gentle touching.
She was touching her a lot. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
Uh,
So every woman is just gay around here,
yeah. And I mean,
which is
if
fine.
you suspect you might be a lesbian, but you're not sure, maybe get an old lady seamstress and not a hot young one.
Right. Yes. An old lady seamstress. So you can
Um,
control yourself.
Yeah. So one night, Edmund decides they need to go on a date to unwind from all the wedding planning because he senses something's going on with Dani. And she's like, yeah, maybe we just need to tone down the whole wedding. And then before finally admitting that she can't marry him, while she loves him with all her heart, she discovered something about herself and she no longer feels like she should marry him. He gets out of the car, he's very angry, and then he gets mowed down by a semi truck.
That's like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
This whole thing is so terrible.
Yeah, so Edmund is the ghost that's been haunting her this entire time, and the haunting started immediately upon his death. She had to endure his funeral without anyone knowing that she was the reason he stepped out of the car that night. Everyone
Yeah.
just sees her as the grieving fiance,
Yeah.
and the mom
Oh.
even gives her his glasses as a keepsake to remember him by.
Yeah. Yeah. Because she is just constantly reminded of him. So she wants to give them to her and not throw them away.
Yeah.
But now they're the haunted item in her possession. So
Hmm.
now he's like affixed to her. But yeah, it is a very sad episode, but we do get to see what that's all
Hmm.
about.
And then
Yeah.
back in the present, it's still very sad. It's time for Owen's mom's funeral. Dani wants to go to support Owen, but she decides to stay home after speaking with Jesse and how she doesn't have like an appropriate dress to wear and clearly not in a mental state to go to this funeral because of the other funeral she recently had in her life.
Yeah. And
Um,
Owen said it was okay for them not to go.
yeah. So she takes a walk around the grounds to try and clear her head, and she finds Flora and Miss Gross also stayed behind from the funeral for the same reason, or so we think.
Dang, no one like went to the funeral at all.
Jesse went to the funeral.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, cool. I was like, who
Yeah,
went?
Jesse went to the funeral.
Okay, cool, cool.
Um, Miles is still an asshole. He throws a tantrum when no one will fetch him a glass of wine. You know, being 10 is rough and he needs a way to wind down from the afternoon in the afternoons.
Fucking psycho
Like,
kid.
and they were also like open to the idea of giving him watered down wine because Owen said his mom used to do that and Dani agreed that her mom did it too. And he's like, I don't want a bloody watered down wine. I want a strong drink.
He's like, I want a real bloody drink because I'm a man. I was like, Jesus. Like, I don't remember what happens in the rest of these episodes, but is there like an adult ghost stuck inside him or something?
I'm not gonna spoil anything,
Right?
but
But that's what it
maybe.
seems like. It's like it seems like there's a grown man stuck inside little Miles' body, so he has like little outbursts every once in a while. That's like a grown ass man. It's like, no, you can have milk. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly.
Anyway,
Uh,
he was
exact.
fine the rest of the episode, except for that
Yeah.
moment.
And then there's a moment of Flora being the only adult in the room, giving Owen a little pep talk, saying, you know, just because your mom's dead doesn't mean she's gone. And
Yeah.
there's a heavy implication that Flora can see Edmund lurking behind Dani because her eyes constantly drift to over Dani's shoulder whenever they're
Yeah.
talking.
Yes. Yes. Definitely seeing, just definitely looking right at a ghost.
Hmm. And in the greenhouse, Dani and Jesse finally get busy or attempt to.
Yes, they kiss. They make out.
They kiss, but it's interrupted by Edmund's ghost peeping on them.
And then she gets scared. She's like, oh my God, sorry, like it's okay. Just bye. It becomes like an awkward thing, but
Yeah,
because the ghost interrupted them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a good episode. We got a lot of revelations this episode. The plot
Yeah.
moved forward a lot.
Yes.
Oh, and we also caught a glimpse of this ghost lurking behind, walking into the
Hmm.
mansion, and Miles and Flora preventing Dani from seeing the ghost in the best way
Yeah.
they can as children.
Yeah. Yeah, they're protecting her from that. And so we
Mhm.
have yet to see what that ghost is all about.
Yeah, and
Do we see Luke again
not yet. Wait, yes, we
walking?
did. Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
we
We saw
do,
him
like
outside the
outside.
window.
And then she almost like gets dude.
Yeah, Peter Quint. Yes,
Yeah, Peter Quinn. Sorry, yeah, Luke.
in the show, Peter Quint. Oh yeah, and Dani touches Flora's dollhouse, and Flora's like, "I have a very particular system."
Yeah, she's like, don't do that.
Yeah. So there's something going on with that dollhouse in this ghost that
Right.
we saw in the last few minutes of the show.
Yes,
So it will
definitely.
all come together shortly.
Yes, yes. So we just watched episode 4 called The Way It Came. And the next one is called The Altar of the Dead.
Ooh,
So you know what that's about.
I bet I do.
Yeah, I bet you know that it might be about the altar of the dead.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. All right. So what
Yeah.
are we gonna watch as our movie
Oh
review?
my gosh, Sam. Did you think of anything? Because I have a little list too.
Um, the new
What
Fear
do you
Street
want?
movie came out on Netflix this week.
Oh no, the prom night one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So
don't know if
like
that's on your list or
it's not on my list because so we watched part, yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
yeah, we watched all the Fear Street and they were
They
pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, I liked them a little bit. I guess we should watch this just to like finish it out. Yeah, let's do that because
All
I'd
right.
feel funny if we didn't like do that
Yeah.
since it's
Yeah.
still part of that series.
And it's fresh
Um,
and it's new and
it's fresh and it's new, and I'm gonna come at it with because we haven't watched Fear Street. That's been a little while,
it's been a couple of
you
years.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember you liking Fear Street. I liked Fear Street. It was a good time.
Okay. Yeah. I Fear Street. Yes. Okay. Let's watch Prom Queen. But I'm gonna send you this. I'll like text you this little list I have of like my like wish list of movies, and you can pick ones that are like easily available on like streaming for like next time,
Yeah,
whatever.
because we also need to catch you up on what's been going on in horror lately.
Yo, guess what I saw at the
What
movie?
did you see?
I saw Final Destination.
It's so
It was
good, right?
fucking
It was
amazing.
so good.
I was, that's like really, they outdid themselves with that
Hmm.
one, Sam. I was like fucking thrilled. Dude, I saw a 2:30 matinee and the theater was full, dude.
Nice. I love
I
that.
was like, hell yeah. But no, that movie was fucking great. And
Hmm.
not trying to like say this to the listeners, but like, guys, this one is worth it.
Hmm.
That opening scene alone was
Oh my God.
incredible. Incredible.
And then Tony Todd getting to improvise his
Oh,
last line ever said on screen. Just
very
wow.
sweet. Yeah, very sweet and heartfelt. And then so of course, and it's so cool because on Max, they are streaming all the Final Destination
Hmm.
movies, and Final Destination 1 is like the second like most popular right now because everyone's like watching them all because of
Yeah.
this. So I
We've
think
got to
that's
figure out
really
how they all connect.
right. I love when that happens though. So of course me and Luke went back to binge. So like watching you and I should probably like try to get back into that in the fall. Like do
Hmm.
like how we did with Saw, maybe do
Yeah.
another long one. It'd be cool to do Final Destination. That movie, those movies are sick. Anyway, guys, I went to the movies and I saw that shit. So it was really good. Really good
That,
shit.
yeah, I really liked it. I liked Eric a lot. I was very sad when he died. Uh,
Well, Sam, you can't say
sorry.
that.
Sorry. He was my favorite character in the movie.
Which one was Eric?
He was the goth guy with the
Oh,
piercings.
yes, I know. His death actually took me by surprise because he wasn't supposed to die.
Well, he was fucking with death, and you know
He
what
was.
happens.
Shit gets messy when you fuck with death. That's what happens.
Hmm.
But anyway, you have to like bleep all this shit out because it's so new. That's
You're
a
right. I'll bleep.
spoiler.
I'll bleep all of it out.
Or like do a major spoiler alert in the beginning or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, let's watch Fear Street Prom Queen on Netflix. Hell yeah. We all got Netflix, right?
Yeah. We should all have
Unless we're
Netflix.
mad, which I understand. But I still got Netflix, so that's cool.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
girl.
All right. All right. All right.
All right. Let's get busy watching the horror and see you
Yeah.
guys next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.
And there's a creepy dog that always follows you.